When you live in a state of openness, you put yourself in a position of receiving. Today in this video, I want to talk about why it is crucial that we learn fluidity in our own openness. Having flexibility in your life improves everyone else's life. With openness, you are not restricting yourself. You're allowing energy that is bottled up within you to be let out as well. We are all holding on to resistance in some shape, form, or fashion. It is imperative that we keep some sort of openness to redirect and channel different energies in our body. We can think of the natural opposite of openness as constriction. We are constricting ourselves when we have to keep a secret, when we have to tone ourselves down, when we do things we don't want to do. Living in a world where you constrict yourself, you are essentially co-signing yourself to live your life not living to the fullest potential that you could be. You can tell if you are condemning yourself to anything you don't want to do either. First, you'll find that you do not like to live your life and that emotionally you will feel destitute. Secondly, the next thing that is going to suffer is your body. Our minds and our body are closely linked in a dance their whole lives. Our thoughts and emotions regarding the body immediately affect us. Because we feel as if we are not open enough, this can actually cause physical stress to manifest onto our bodies. As people convert from their shyness, there is a fear that what they are doing is not right and that they are exposed. This is why being flexible with your ability to open yourself up and close yourself up is needed. Recognizing that being open and living the life that you want to have is dependent on what you want to do. Allowing yourself to be open when you deem it necessary is one way to be in control. If you find that less resistance and opening yourself up is beneficial to your life, then doing it more is a way that you can use your openness as an opportunity for yourself. Another reason people are often adverse to opening themselves up is because it is a part of our free will to choose to be open or not. As an expression of free will, people like to keep private lives. Even if you are naturally more private, it is important that you often find small ways to open yourself up. While privacy is necessary, you are manifesting your life and you can manipulate it to your liking. If being open is an adverse challenge for yourself, making an effort to be more open in a specific way is one way that you can learn about this process. If you are comfortable with yourself fully, then there comes a time where people and what they think do not affect your actions and decisions. Having the confidence to not mind what others are saying can be gained from opening yourself up and microdosing yourself with humiliation. You would not be embarrassed in the first place if there was not a system that stood on defining what is a good way and what is a bad way to act. Of course, simple outlines and rules are necessary to keep considerable peace, but when it comes to your own body, you have to dictate how much you are going to be open. When you are in the process of knowing yourself more and more, you can begin to create the life you want because your knowledge of yourself has expanded. There's nothing wrong with taking a focus on yourself and allowing your responsibility load to lessen. In order to take care of others properly, you have to have yourself sorted out. You can change a person's life at any time, and these changes can be triggered by things of all sizes and abilities. One way to get the most out of these random events is to have a degree of openness. It can give you the confidence to take opportunities that in regular circumstances would have never came up. People who are in fear of showing themselves grow up in a place where it is shameful to be expressive. To be embarrassed of oneself is an acceptance of one's own shame. You have to be convinced that what you do and who you are is shameful. Sometimes it is not told to us directly, but through social, economical, and familial practices. It is implied what actions are shameful. This is not a bad setup though for humanity. Through interaction with others, you learn about yourself and how to conduct yourself in the world. What becomes damaging about shame is when it is directed inward and used as a device of torture on oneself. Reliving this pain is a hard thing, and for a lot of people, living in the shadow of shame, guilt, and doubt, This is a normal reoccurrence. Dealing with self-inflicted pain is a good place to start. It is easier to control what you do to your body and how you think and feel than try to anticipate what the world is going to throw at you. Trying to be more open about a situation that is stressing you out is a good place to start. Think about what is mentally taxing you. Take on your responsibility and start to sort one of the problems out. Even doing something simple and commonplace as keeping a journal is a good way to be more open with yourself and release some of the stress that you have. It is becoming more and more obvious to me that people can put themselves through more pain and hardship than other people do to each other. This is why taking care of yourself and continuously being open and caring towards yourself is of importance. It is a needed lesson in this world. If you are completely open, often people think it is a tasteless form of exhibitionism or a wicked form of narcissism. From the source perspective, these arguments don't hold. One of the goals of life is to come into the planet and express yourself uniquely. The only way to find yourself is to be open with ourselves, invested and interested in what we are doing. The path of the human soul is one that is forged by the desires of that specific person, and in a way, being open and perceptive of yourself is just one way you can make your life more rich and fulfilled, which is what everyone wants anyways. There's a construct around self-centered people, and it says that they are bad. The way to a self-fulfilled life is through self-focus and purposeful actions. It's imperative that people find their self through their own means. If flipping the script is too much, it is important to find balance first, meaning, if you think that physically, spiritually, and emotionally it is going to be a trouble for you to open up to things, I'd recommend first just trying to balance yourself out. Much in the same way that you have to do a precautionary cleaning before you clean something in great detail, we need to treat our souls in this way too. Find balance, calm, and peace in your life, and then try to sort it into something. Every time you are making the effort to be open, do it consciously. Make an effort to make the best out of your experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your day.